Hello everyone and welcome to another redstone video with Cass. Once again we are trying to fix the item elevators that got broken since the latest snapshots. I'm currently running snapshot 15W39B and I just came up with a alternative solution, or a improvement for a solution I should say. So last time I showed you guys one rather stable design, but some people complained that it was limited because the input was a hopper. And then after watching SnoCrashe's video, that by the way I highly recommend you guys to watch, that's why I also included a video, a link in the video description. Well, I tried to simplify it and this is the final result that I came up with. Okay, before I show you guys how to build this thing, I also want to show you how I conducted my tests for this thing and the principle behind it and the limitations that it tries to solve. Besides having a hopper as an input which limits the speed of item transportation, one thing that I overlooked in my latest design, or rather should say underestimated, is the fact that if you push items up like this, sometimes even if you have a cover here, it's not going to suffice when you want the items not to fly out. So yeah, just like this is a big problem. This version not only reduces the speed of item transportation through the tube to a manageable speed, but also can deal with loads of items at the same time, and it also doesn't look bad. To test this thing out, I created this red circuit here, which is not only a item dispenser, but also a kind of simulator. So besides launching the items here, it has a random component here that will kind of mess with the clock sometimes to simulate the fact that sometimes you have a continuous flux of items, but sometimes you have just a few items being shot here. So this is here to simulate a lot of farms being connected to this line of items to be transported. The redstone is right here. It's just a pressure plate here directly connected to a sticky piston down here, and on the other side it inverts this piston, so whenever this guy goes up it goes down here, and this makes it so that when we have new items arriving here, we open this gate and then we close this one so no more items can come through. And then since the items will not be on top of the pressure plate anymore, then this guy will just be in its default state, which is closed, and then it will send the items up there, and at the same time it will open this gate here, allowing more items to come through. If I now get to game mode 3, you guys can see exactly what's happening here. What we basically do is we place a solid block in front of a cobblestone wall, and this will change its hitbox, and because it's rather fat, it will not allow items to be here, so they will just start going up. This was the amazing find done by SnoCrashe, and once again I recommend you guys checking out his video. The base setup for our item elevator is just a water stream, or can be rails or anything that will deliver the items. And then when glass elevator, it doesn't actually have to be glass, you can have solid blocks here. We just use glass because of the visual effect. And then you need to make sure that the base of this tube here is made out of solid blocks. This is something that you really need to make sure. Now here, let me just block this water off, and then right here in the middle you want your cobblestone wall to be there, and that's why you need solid blocks, so the hitbox will be will have this shape. So counting 2 blocks from this area, you can place your pressure plate, and then right here you can place 1 stick piston facing up. And this block is the downside for the build. It has to be packed ice because it needs the speed of ice, and at the same time it needs to be solid. By the way, you can see the amount of resources you will need in my hotbar right now. So from this pressure plate, now count 3 blocks, dig here and place your second sticky piston with ice on top. And where you see the pressure plate here, it has to be wooden to read items. You just place a torch and 2 redstone dust here and 2 redstone dust to this side, but here we will need a torch. If your piston spits out the block, just place the torch again and it will bring it back down. So now close this, place water here, and your item stream is ready to work. So if we throw a few items here, it will send them all up. And one bonus, you don't need to align the items to anything. They can be in the middle, they can be to the side, it doesn't matter. All the items go up exactly the same. No need for alignment, which is a bonus with this design. Although this item elevator is really simple to build, I need to point out 2 things. First, it's not 100% reliable. I just tried to send 9 stacks of items up here and end up losing 1 item. So sometimes it will lose items. I tested it for hours and hours, and I came up to the conclusion that on average you will lose less than 1% of items. It was never more than 0.9 items in total of loss. And also this is not compatible at 1.8. This item elevator is not going to work in 1.8 because this hitbox not appropriate for this. In 1.8 you need to use fences here, and thank you Pricey for telling me that and helping me test this out. So guys, that was all I had to show you guys. I hope that this creation can be useful to you. Remember that maybe this will get patched, so we are still trying, the community is still trying to come up with a good solution. But well, if you guys have any better solutions, just let me know, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time guys. Bye bye.